has a role in making this vision real. Through discipline, coordination, and faith, we can deliver our independence mission of a sovereign Bougainville, prosperous and proudly self-governing. Mr. Speaker, I want to remind every member of this honorable House that we all have an obligation to serve our people both as legislators and facilitators. As legislators, we are entrusted with the duty to create and uphold laws that reflects the aspirations, values, rights of the people of Bougainville. Our role extends beyond passing laws. It involves the safeguarding justice, promoting peace, and ensuring that governance systems remain transparent and accountable. As facilitators of development, we must champion initiatives that drive economic growth, improve social welfare, and strengthen islands' infrastructure. Development in Bougainville is not merely about physical progress, but also about empowering its people by fostering education, healthcare, and sustainable livelihoods. We are called to collaborate with local and international partners, mobilize resources, and ensure that development efforts are inclusive and equitable, reaching even the most remote areas. Mr. Speaker, what makes Bougainville political process unique is its evolutionary from the history of struggle and resistance of the collaboration and shared governance. During the election campaigns, many leaders position themselves in challenges to government policies and structures, advocating on change and asserting rights of Bougainvilleans. Mr. Speaker, as members of the autonomous Bougainville government today, these same leaders now bear the responsibility of partnership, working with the government to advance our independence agenda, serve the best interests of our people. And this shift from opposing to cooperation symbolizes the maturity of our political journey and the collective commitment to self-determination and lasting peace. Members of this honorable House, in closing, let me say this: Bougainville's destiny lies in the hearts and minds of our people. Our actions will determine the outcome of our destiny. The world is watching. More importantly, our children are watching. How we determine our future. Our history has defined our path, political future, so we must rise above divisions with a shared vision of peace, justice, and prosperity, and giving meaning to the fact that Bougainville is the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless us all. So I commend this statement to this honorable House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, President. The Honorable Leader of Government Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that the House take note of the statement by the President, and definitely we need to make sure that we debate the statement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member, statement, Lord President, Leader of Government Business, he move a motion. Also, this House takes note of the President's statements, and we allow him debate. He can come up now, so like talk law statement, and we got this opportunity now. The Honourable Member for Suir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Honourable President, of statement below this afternoon. Would have been much better, suppose we Lord members give same statement, now we can go through them, you can debate this statement, but otherwise, I'll just make a few comments on that statement. I'll bring us back to last 2 weeks ago, maybe, or last week, that we started induction law. Or leaders bring below this House. Three pillars for new program na about one time. I'm long independence economy na governance. Last time of Department on Health, sibuk lo talk lo imi lo operations for departments. The only conclusion that I drew from those presentations was that you know got enough money long running operations long all departments. Secondly, because you know got money, you know got the resources for many over these departments. Today, we got important statement by President Mimigan or people of Bougainville, especially all you members who are here, that independence is issue me. No got man by talk inogat. You got I agree. All you need to do, work hard. Also, President talk. Future me, and come up long you me yet. So, long me thing was him. Today, I'm not time blowing me sit down at all departments. You must work, make him work. Find him money. Whether you got all projects he line up in this law working money, let's do it. No got time blow waste him now, honorable members. I think it's about time you start long implementing several projects where gaman he pinpoint the piece, maybe ready to implement him on these projects. Concerned departments, he must look at this thing. Now we can come up with some projects where we can build them up economy blowing me. So that we can establish a good position where we can ready look some independence blowing me Bougainville. Otherwise, suppose we continue to play down this place to economic development. I don't know whether by me you're right or but also we say, I got to plan the road where we can behind look some independence or some advice people jeep let me say come. But we look thing or some. To be on the safe side, you must build them up economy blowing me. So the department's concerned, the new minister's concerned, take it on board and start implementing some important projects we can raise the economy blowing me. Time you like come up minister, put your foot down, the department blow you, now make sure that things happen. You know, you not got a luxury of time anymore, or you be wasting time. So, Honorable House, Honorable Speaker, I think really comment as all me like making a statement, the President, thank you, President, again, long, vision blow you, long, you continue to drive the issue, blow me, Bougainville, long, come up independent nation, blow me yet. There is no doubt, supposed to become an independent nation, by me prosper. By me prosper. All we need now, long departments, concern, put in good roadmap, blame me, and then let's move on. Get up in some good big project and we move on. We plus sampler. 5 years, Mr. Prasad, and we look come inside. We hire him, and we read the newspaper, I got plenty all MOUs, gaman we sign him, all projects. None of those projects is complete up to today. Some talents blow me now line go past all these projects or departments. Halvim gaman blow me long come up with projects. How we finding money? A problem blow me or get all try no look long. So let's start somewhere. Instead blow me walk wait. Start somewhere and we can start to find him road long build him up capacity blowing economy blowing me. Honorable Speaker, I'm really comment as all me like making a statement, Lord President. Thank you, President, Lord statement, blow you. And me informing me long, walk about blow me, look blow you, now blow me okata, long achieving this big goal blow me, long independence blow Bougainville. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Member Bosuir. The Honourable Member for Hagogoy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me like me got big look save long presentation from President this afternoon, very comprehensive for the foresight. Long walkabout me through the leadership longen Lord Isla 5 Platomicam. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate President Ismail Turama for the overwhelming support for people of Bougainville. We are voting number 2 time we come back again. Also President Blogimi inside long autonomous Bougainville government. Mila, congratulate them all, new Prime Ministers as well. Thank you so much. We have a big task ahead of us. The time President is making statement blongan, that's how we're going to move. Lo actualize him this last statement, making sure that you may achieve him timeline, President and set him finish. So I like to also, President, your maiden speech, blow you lo time, you may even come inside, lo swearing in ceremony. It also sets that foundation. Lo walkabout, blow you may inside lo region. The 100 days achievement, blow you may inside lo Bougainville, it's a must. And we members of the House, ministers, we are all tasked to ensure that this 100 days we must achieve it. When the time frame has been set, we are not going to turn back. But you must look forward, we must make sure this time frame, now this 100 days achievement, you must come up. Remember, talk finish. Most importantly, it's to do with money. You can talk come up in this 100 days achievement, but then at the same time, we need money to fund those projects inside the region. And of course, me appeal strongly this house. We have to be united as Bougainvillean leaders. From all walks of life, rise above our political differences, where you may work God. Suppose me exist, but I me work ask him strong, this honorable house. Lose thing something, all the differences you may get. But you may work one time president, you may, the vice president, people of Bougainville, lo achieving this big dream man. This very house, also President he talk, it's a very sensitive, crucial house, the fifth house. In ensuring that this timeline President and set him 1st of September 2027, we really need to achieve that. So I mean also, you must work one time. All got a 7 month you mean Bougainville. We need to stand united. Now you may move one time, asking thing, or a plan President he got, going forward, that this nation is going to be declared independence. Through to Maslo Yumilgada constituencies, we have not declared our constituencies independence ready. So you must look strong, must make sure same. One funding you got long government. Please concentrate on constituency. So we have activities in the constituency that is going to make sure that, and it fully guarantees you to declare yourself independence. You walk about one time big plastic thing. Wealth creation, blow you may, law regent. We need to do more one time this year. Whilst we are generating only 51 to 50 million law one per year, that's not good enough. To declare Bougainville independence, we need to have 800 million kina. So I'm big plan. But Bougainville, me like to call them, we are filthy rich. We are filthy rich. We have a lot of resources. Gas and oil, and we stop low here. Land owners, resource owners, you must work on them government. Work on them government, now you may achieve in this big thing. You may get a stop long. Lose thing long all the differences blow you me. And big plus something too much. Now you may work on them government. Belong to Rama, Masad government, lo moving this government forward. Now come up in this independence, you will get a 3 month long. Time lo talk right, bagarap yung one plan arpla, and finish. Time long and finish. Let's stand united as Bougainvillean leaders. From north, south, and central, we are only Bougainvillean leaders to move this nation forward. Halibin president, lo you may achieve independence. You may not campaign lo narpa something na come inside. We campaigned for independence, and we came in to be members here. Toplomi Gyaman, Honorable House. No, God. Independence and big plus something to us. And who else is going to do it? You may get a sit down on this house. God has actually anointed all of us sitting in this honorable house. And that is to ensure that the people's aspiration of Bougainville needs to be achieved through the leadership of the president. We talk thank you. Longolo donor funding agencies, United Nations, thank you that we continue to move on since the restoration period. Look, come up in this asking thing, come up in this dream on, it becomes a reality. We constituency members, we have a big role in our constituencies, and that is to ensure our people are fully prepared. Walk about one time you may. There is a big look you may long independence. Attitude of Bougainville, we need to change it for the better. You mean Bougainville. Thank you. Law police force, police service, you mean. I know the current police minister, William Masio, you're going to do your level best. Even on people work for you. Look at mapping. Provided you must rise one time, let's all work together. Work one time honorable house, work one time president. Long work about you mean inside La Bougainville. Plenty of negotiations, plenty of consultations by camp. All members staff here, you'll be part and parcel. Long is la big look, or la big talk. Makim yumi olgata, long is la big talk, look up in one pla asking thing to solve, yumi olgata. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Minister for Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to support the President's statement that he made this afternoon. May I make him this talk, support him statement for President. Me no sanab loyal or making minister's statement. Me like talk straight law. Talk President, he make him law statement long. Statement long and me clear. It has been going along that way. No time long campaign, no time you may win him vote and come, you may go to inauguration. President continues to tell us that our mission is to achieve independence. And it is our duty as leaders of Bougainville, who have been mandated by our people, to make sure that we go back to the roots of where we came from. And President is urging all of us to build this new country together. Us as ministers of government, as public servants and secretaries of government, who are the machineries of this government, to make sure that this vision of the President to be politically independence, to have a good economic independence and good governance, must be driven by the public servants. And this message drives down to everybody. It's not only us, to the ministers and members of parliament. It is to the whole community of the whole Bougainville people. So me supporting President, the statement below you, we will continue to pursue the dream of independence. We have already set the roadmap, and that roadmap is quite clear. We have gone to the consultations, and we are in the consultation process. And as soon as we ratify our independence through the floor of parliament, there's no other way. The Parliament of Papua New Guinea must ratify independence for us, because we have done everything what we could in law, in the agreement of the peace agreement and the constitution of Part 14. And I don't see any reason why the government of Papua New Guinea should not give us our independence so that we can lay the political foundation for the new country. And this new country cannot come up and operate, and the dreams of our forefathers can be actualized. It is through political settlement. The politics is important, because if I bring you back to where we came from a post-conflict situation. And there was war here, people died, 20,000 people died. We made peace. And we also amended the constitution of Papua New Guinea, and Part 14 was inserted. So therefore, honorable members of this honorable house, and Mr. Speaker, I believe we are at the threshold of the new order. We are right at the door of the Parliament of Papua New Guinea. But the question now the President is asking us, are we ready to take that lead? Are we ready to be economic independence? Are we, when the political issue has been settled, will we open the Panguna mine? Will we set up a fishing factory here in Bougainville? Will we export our cocoa to the international market as a commodity that will come? Which reserve bank the reserve will come into? All these things we need to work out now before we go to the promised land. So I'm really full in support of the President, and I believe all of us are in support of the President, because that's how we came in. Because we felt that our leader is giving us that guidance. The morning star has come. We will now follow that morning star, and we will go to the promised land that our forefathers have dreamed of. I am thankful to the President. You have given us the next term to come back again and lead. The last term, you made remarkable progress. You made a lot of policies and laws that will bring us to our journey of independence. Now we have given you the mandate, and we now will support you because we ask the people of Bougainville have put you into this chair back again to lead us into the independence that we have fought for. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me too, me like supporting statement of President. One time, likely ting ting blomi lo constituency blomi. Make at one impact project which is by contributing to this independent nation. Lo side lo law and order. So this with that note, me like encourage Nipla Minister Blong police, law and order. One time technical services na finance. Please take note. Me like you may fast track him this correctional services long Kubiria lo constituency below me. This la me or close to me what you know this la project. So please allow him na. You may try my revenue this la project. One bla project which is me by addressing my issue below me lo Central Bougainville and all Bougainville as a new plan nation lo side bla addressing law and order. So, thank you, straight, lo good statement, lo President. Lo me like try contribute lo one time all people lo me too. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Long giving me time, long contribute to me sanap lo supporting statement, long President. This afternoon, me present him. Firstly, me like congratulating President long returning back this seat, long continuing this walkabout, long Bougainville towards independence, and me really hamamas lo this statement where me give him, me like congratulate him, President long this walkabout one time, BEC, where you know lick walk long karim this walkabout in up long this time now you in up long end. Therefore, look long this 6.2.3 plus strategy where President and me talk long end, Mr. Speaker. Good governance, economy, one-time independence. Me like to call them. Economy, yumi all get now, yumi need long sana pantap longan. Long all get a place inside long Bougainville. Time all work long talk long sample development. All papa ground, so-called papa ground, all line long yumi work long making disputes. Long last house he come, all disputes and long continue. Therefore, in support of this ministerial statement, the President, we like to call him, Mr. Speaker. Work blo me pla, and me good pla long me talk. Thank you again. Congratulate him on new pla constituencies where he come inside. Na head up again long, strong him na big making big pla number long this house. When now you me 43 plus, me like to call him. Me, I for one representing all people blo me long Rao constituency. Me play really support him. President na wako about independence. Me wabla constituency inside long constituency long route to me play been declaring, but walk kami no stop long government that's all stop long all people too. So you may need long walk bung one time government long yumi walk bung one time President long yumi long time long come up him all this little thing where yumi walk long move one time. So President and Honorable House me like toggle some. Maki all people long yumi long row me pla try best. Even though you got him all disputes, you long come up long all some place where investors like go inside. Me pla try long talk long all people stop. Well you must free map him all place where all land where you long occupy him or long all place where government too. You need long give him. Na government and me sit down. So me like snap lawyer long support him statement lo President Mr. Speaker, Panguna mining, member blong, Panguna, na Yoro, brother Blomi, and honorable member Blo, Yoro milek tokol sem. Each about time mi talk strong long, Panguna long one way or the other. Now all good line bring me on top, long side lo economy. Only must look sabi na imi understand him to gaman. Because suppose gaman imi walk long talk long, this lab at least it's about time somewhere how imi na long arim do. Talk way only walk long. Prime Minister every time imi walk long back on long about the economy. So I just want to urge all the members to support each other. You may walk boom one time, long supporting president. Now all the ministers, me congratulate him. All the ministers where you play holding now department. Me believe that all of the members, honorable members, people stop here, but me play walk one time, me play. And going forward, suppose me got him long support him now. Strong England talk long member long. I go. Honorable Robert Hamal, me like to call them. All differences stop somewhere inside. Let us put it backside. Let me support the president. Nagaman blame me. Me believe, by me come up long arre one time. No got option 2, no got plan B, no got Surik back. By me come up long arre long which is independence and independence alone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable the Vice President.
Speaker, thank you long. Give me opportunity lo sanaptun lend him support long statement long President. If I were to give a ministerial statement, I would have expanded a bit more. But in the meantime, me like him make him all display talk sem. Now online usat isa hari mi all the time by you less now lo hari. Me like talk sem all Tolai, all Samurai, all Highlands, all Papua. They won't leave this independence. You know all. This is independence and blow you mistreat. Now time me talk long people, na children. Hey, me like me personalize him this issue. You me look at you me all papa mama. What do we want for our children? By me strong long independence, that's all me banana republic, you know got money. At the beginning of this argument, national government even insist. Also, you need him economic independence before political independence. We argued that you need political independence before economic independence. Because suppose you're not politically independent, you don't have exercising more sovereign powers where you can make strategic economic decisions. And therefore, the political independence must come before the economics. The other thing is also the national government can't maintain that position legitimately because the PNG government has never been economically independent since independence. So imposing this kind condition, I think it's unfair. Me make him this talk because now you may look him lo statement lo president and bring him to plan now. It's political issue and it's the economics of it. Want them good governance. Now all this independence, na economy, na good governance. So I mean stop lo headquarters sa lo buka. All these three issues are in existence in all our constituencies. That's why you may been rolling out this independence readiness. Me appeal lo you all member lo give him kai. Lo give him meaning lo this statement lo president. You may revisit him on independence readiness program lo inside long constituency because some only declare me ask him department lo ready him another program lo maintain him all these standards you've been declared long and now improve him or line you know declare yet I'm right we'll still continue that program to make sure your independence readiness. That's all me making this a point that all our journey today, as you read in good statement, Lord President, is targeting 1st of September 27 and beyond. There's another selfish reason that you may want you must look along. And I've made it clear also before the elections that you may get a line is sit down in this room. Number one, the next sitting, Boli swearing you mean, you also members of the Bougainville Constituent Assembly, whereby we discuss him constitution belong independent nation. Let me finish. So time you may debate him this constitution, now you may adopt him, then we would be required to set him date, which is already now being clear as being the 1st of September. The other thing that you must say along in, that 1st of September, everyone in this room now becomes an equivalent of a member in America and Australia and in Fiji and China. You may all member of one independent nation parliament now. Some of us in this room will be foreign affairs minister, education minister, major investment minister, minister of the Pacific, all this plakai. So it is in our interest, no make sure some this walk about along independence. It must karim kai. Now it can't work unless we get that political independence. It can work, suppose you mean this economic viability and sustainability, and it won't work, suppose you mean governance, not good governance. Now it must start with us individually. Start with me, go to family, go to clan, go to ward, you go to constituency. Go to constituency. Suppose you mean one are serious. This is a very easy game to play. This is a very easy game to play. There's a lot of work, namelo tupla government lo discussing. But you may not give me excuse lo narpla side. Lo tokol sem, oh, look him, even tripla pila, where President Bloye tok longan, you know nap him. President Bloye, you know me, Prime Minister, make him this triple benchmark, yeah? Now suppose you don't achieve him, then why are you demanding it from us? So you may not can give him all this excuse. The ball is really in our court. So President Iwoklo reminded me, meet us all, this is the way forward. Now, as we go along, all NIPLA member, Bible find him, all difficulty by me got money. All budget, national government say give, all paper budget. Big plan nothing, lo number, na lo paper. By the time the accounting year ends, we've only received 20% of that budget. And people criticize this government that you like some big plan money, now money go away. Come check him, finance not trusting. So, but you start finding this frustration. But that shouldn't stop us from doing what we can. Me taking this time long, congratulating member of Kokoda, you may all wait money yet. Kokoda start work finish. So, I think that's an example of what we can do. So what is something you may not make him? You may make him. You may not can wait him money, government all the time. And interest, blow people blow you. Now me, usati been voting you. Some things are beyond money. Some things are beyond one resources. Some block constituency, no at resources all get online lo island. Only what him at good plus ship. Close to Boli Tok, Bolto Iblay Tok lo rot long mainland, na rot blomipla lo solwara. Now the sol peace lama to yon. They've never received any money because peace lama pass. Now we open. So this is sort of the dimensions that we are dealing with long people blame me. So me talk thank you, Lord President, Lord giving this guidance. go back to his inaugural statement, which had a bit more details. Now, reading one time this was statement that the president gave, use him also some guide. And it's talking to us individually. Let me give him warning long all ministers. Let me not give warning long you all member, but we are members first before we became ministers. So, suppose this is a warning you all you. You must take him also a warning lo mi lo constituency. We can make him clear also lo mi lo tonsu. And mi campaign lo independence taso. Before referendum, mi campaign lo referendum taso. Or rot blo mi, no kat rot yet. And mi lucky now lo minister long technical service and mi agree now lo. Straight mo kata rot blo mi. And mi agree finish. So people blo mi vote long independence and now demand him because minister yet been go campaign one time President Lopetats and I'm making this commitment. So my people are holding it against him. Point me like make him all members every 1 week, kirap na pull him out pe Pablo President. This one na inaugurations. Pull him out. Now remind him you yet lo one all obligations you me got. Not only to the President's inaugural statement, but President's statement is based on that 97.7. You blow mahari because you vote 97.7. Suppose you no vote, but not have 97.7. You blow evo, you been vote, na come up 97.7. Suppose you not been vote, you don't have 97.7. You blow kokoda, and you been vote na 97.7. Suppose no God, by none have 97.7, the highest referendum vote. One kind of you me, every constituency in this room, it is because we voted. Let me come up highest referendum vote. And therefore the challenge must be not only on the ministers and the administration, the challenge is also upon us individually as members. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member for Taunita Timputs.
Yeah. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Me too, me like contribute long. First of all, me congratulating President Long, Victor Longan, re-elected also President Blini for the second term. Plenty of statement of President, Emi Tok, Emi still stand up, na confirm him, stand up Longan. The date where Congress proposing ibig na agree Longan long. 2027. Mr. Speaker, building a nation, as we all know, any, any, any big plus something. A nation is not built overnight. Nations are built a long walkabout. Now, as what we are doing now, for the last 20 years, 25 years ago, Yemi Woklong setting platform for building this nation. Kami kisah statement the President, me as a constituency member, me come down on me na constituency from me. What am I going to contribute? No, come up in this agreement long. No independence come out through. As we look long, constituency from me, Mr. Speaker, long contribute long. Come up in, letting people independence come out through. Constituency members, let's look within our constituencies and see how we can support, how best we can support the supporting the people of independence. You will have the resources, you will have all the something established in one constituency. Take for instance, constituency with inputs. We play got this big project with Gaman and Bougainville Tuna. Bougainville Tuna, Lokama bin through this Bougainville Tuna the project, this fishing project or whatever they come up with. People don't name Mr. Speaker, for the last 5 years they have been preparing for this thing. Lokama, or given ground, or organized movements, or supporting things for Lokama economy for Uni. You, as a constituency member, you still don't know here. Look, never come back to our constituency. You will have work you're making, support this or something. Administration will have work, the support. Big work for supporting this or thing come up through. We need to start exporting cacao out from Bougainville now. We need to export copra out of Bougainville now. When are we going to start exporting out from Bougainville? As we look forward, long big thinking by me. At least something has to happen. We have approach, we taking. And we will have national and people going. Talk over. Nagaman kami establishment ko araw. And kahit nakalibig na sa pagod ng gaman of them, and when we come in thinking blow, independence by me. So every constituency member will work. Even those of us who are facing challenges, we have to get down there and do. Look at man, you must build nothing on state land. Let's set the foot on the ground. Even if it's me, we can fight not them all. Look at Bill Gilman and stuff. State land, you can come inside the building nothing house where you ground the government. The laws in place. That's how we're going to support the government. Then come up to this thinking of President Naomi. People time. Investing money today, money block government, money block constituency, you want to look, you want a picture of what that will do something with them. It's very important. We need to promote good governance, and it begins with us leaders. And we can contribute money to the statement of the President. National constituency Blomi, we will support in whatever way we can. Thank you.
Minister of Law, Technical Services.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me too, me like seems la time long. Sorry, me making correction past them. Me now Minister of Law Infrastructure and Utilities, Mr. Speaker. So, me like seems la time long join them all colleague members of the House, so that the come up and thinking long or support them statement long President lo display avino ni harim plan di good plus supporting statement finish na me like talk thank you long at least you try capture him when I'm something President and me try lo put me kam lo yumi you all gata yumi sabe during la inauguration talk lo President lo inauguration Mr. Speaker na talk long am today again lo miyet and me set in policy direction you go along both political and administrative machinery for next 5 years. Actually, I policy statement. President, you go talk out long. So, Mr. Speaker, I like to call some. Also, I harim finish independence, economy, and good governance. Main focus or co-agenda below this fifth house. You will get by me look. Work blue by revolve about around independence, economy, and good governance. So, Mr. Speaker, the challenges for us, this fifth house, are enormous. They are big, but we like to call them, they are not impossible to deal with, Mr. Speaker. So, speech for the President, me recognize him all these all challenges he got. As me walk about this hard road into independence. Simply, Mr. Speaker, President's statement so far, the inauguration coming up now is a call to action to each and every Bougainvillean. It's a call to action where I'm asking you, Bougainvillean, where you may been vote long referendum 2019. How we can actually contribute towards achieving independence within the best of September or later Mando Makem 2027. So, Mr. Speaker, it falls on each and every one of us here today. The leaders, let me go back. Me all ministers, me got work, members, me got work, the farmer out there in the field, me got work, the fishermen out there in the field, me got work, or semi like tok na string tok blang Vice President Masad, emi reminding me lo responsibility blo yumi. Yumi all kata even go na vote lo referendum 2019. Mr. Speaker, me like reminding me to tok antap long tok blo na bla members go finish. And we voted 97.7% lo yumi come up one independent country. We were not forced to, leaders, people blo Bougainville. You know what one plak po makombatin ko sana ponteng gan na po yumi lo vote long 2019 referendum. Maybe commissioner of Bougainville referendum lo sila time na vote was peaceful, was free and fair. Today, me like reminding me again. Lo sila time yumi o'clock call him 97.7%. Me like reminding me the actual number. The actual number of people that voted for option 2, independence for Bougainville, was 176,928 people. That's the number. When you time you talk long, The percentage, you forget the number of people that voted at the time. 3,043 man even vote against him, even vote long greater autonomy. They did not vote against independence, but they voted for a second option, a much lesser option of long autonomy, only even vote long at the time, 3,043. So the call to action today, actually, Mr. Speaker, and come up with call to action today, and we apply lo display 176,900 man even vote on this referendum time. It does not only apply to each and every one of us. Now, me like reminding me, time me talk long, September 1st, 2027, sample lo yumi inside the house too. Na sample man lo yumi long other side, yumi oklo talk all same. Is it the right timing or not? But let me remind all of us again here, there will never be a right timing lo Bougainville Lokism independence blongem. The opportunity is here. You know what? Suppose you go to say you may delay, but you know what time blow you Lokism independence blow you. A time you talk about independence, Mr. Speaker, we let him look lo what's happening around the world. What's happening in Papua New Guinea? And then time you look in one something will come up around the world. What time you look in something, you will come up lo Papua New Guinea. That time you look lo Papua New Guinea. How am you manage my affairs long? You by look more same. Bougainville me plan need long. Totally break away lo Papua New Guinea. Na look out him. You me it. So one time this film me talk all same. Time me talk lo 176,000 ya. Me go back lo talk lo Robert Hamal. Ministry member Hamal lo. I think call blow Hamal lo you will unite and be very, very important. Time blow election and me finish. Time blow you even bakarapi me met na talk, tromemol talk lo election and me finish. Na emi time blongem, season blongem. The season and finish so emi need also you will get me strong talk lo Hamal. You will get must walk one time. So one time display na time me call him President, Vice President, big ting blow me because I'm 176 months. You may find money. You may find money. President, 176,000 money. Even both lo independence. No good to me lare mo le run loose na halbi mi lo come up. Long rebuilding economy blow me. Mi oklo propose an independence tax lo here lo this la parliament. The 176,000 people who voted for independence. Vice President and President, every time they impose him independence tax. You may tax him this 176,900 man Maria, money by come. If you really believe in our own independence, if you voted for independence, every time will prove him this. Let's ask our people, mobilize them all, come up onto Montla legislation, Vice President, you responsible for the area, now you may tax him $1 billion. We want them to pay an independence tax long so that you may raise some money, blow me. That's one way of we can raise money straight away. Not time you may raise him this money, you may can misuse it. You may can corrupt him. You may must use him the way, na purpose where you may raise him sila tax lang. Long display. Bougainville independence tax. Na lo yumi lo all kata community government lo yumi. We haven't also collected the head tax. Head tax lo people lo yumi. M2 we can contribute lo yumi lo got money. Na yumi fund him display independence lo yumi. Apart from the head tax, we can actually ask Bougainville businessman na Mary. Lo halbi yumi lo fund him, provide him some money, lo run him sila government, and in return we provide incentives for them. We provide business incentives for them so that they can grow business long. So these are the things. If we sit down and we think that we can do the same things that we did, first house, second house, third house, talk bla Einstein and we talk through. That's total insanity. Suppose you think also you can use him one kind road, now by you bring him Senis look him up, you will never bring about that change you desire unless we change the strategy. Now me oklo talk yes, some suggestion me oklo work him. and try to change in way where you can raise money below me rather than you may look lo tax as all. Now we have guaranteed income 51 million through long all one of my tax block government and guaranteed income. But then we'll have to find look lo sample way you can raise money na on top long how you can actually we in this house we must be united behind the president. Long you may fast track him pangguna mine. President ba need him support lo yun kata. Long you may fast track him pangguna mine because if we are to reach some level of fiscal responsibility before 1st September 2027 pangguna mine needs and we must go ahead. Because let's be honest with the reality, whether you may like him or not, we need the Prime Minister, and we set him 800 million. Now, you may sabi, whether you may agree want him 800 million, we know. Suppose you may declare him independence long 2027. Now, suppose Papua New Guinea totally cut him hand long him. Reality that we are being faced with as we go into 2027. Now, suppose Papua New Guinea cut him hand long him all kata. Want him something by me walk him. What will we do? This black initiative where Masat Vice President Dr. Kulangam Law, member Blue Yimi Long, member Blue Yimi, and only one of initiative. What about each and every one of us? So, me remind you again, kindly remind me, the President's call is really a call into action, and we really need to look at how we can actually work on time. Independence, walk about the preparation for independence. Last house is coming up now. Preparation for independence, the political, they are in order. You work all right. But the economy, that's why you need to look strong. Government setting, government institutions, strong government institutions, in area where you need to look long. But it calls upon each and every one of us here. I, as a minister, I'm working hard. All got another minister, but working all. But me, like ask him, President H. Ask him strongly, you belong. Tax him billion. The 176,000 billion. Simple calculation, suppose you tax him all 100 kina and Bahamas. Hamas? Somebody do the math. Or suppose you be serious, 200 kina. How much? How much? Well, that's big amount of money. We can actually, suppose you raise money through an independence tax, we can fund economic projection, Bougainville. Papua New Guinea will not, because Papua New Guinea, we are dragging Papua New Guinea, making decision, release him. Bougainville come up independent. If we tax our people, so many millions, we can fund economic projects apart from Panguna. We can fund this project where, Sadia, member blog, Timpuchi Tok Langem. This fisheries project. We can fund big projects, but now, Milaktoki, trouble something. You ask donors to fund big economic projects, they will never fund it. We've been in government for the last 20 years. So suppose you find money, suppose you not give him loan. Mr. Speaker, we will propose him strongly that we impose an independence tax here. By law, each and every Bougainville, especially the 176,000 money, all adult here. Beginning, people beyond 18 years of age, I believe they can help us fund our independence if we are serious. So, Mr. Speaker, this is my contribution. Nami like encourage me all again. The challenges that we face on Bougainville as we walk into independence, huge challenges, only big plan, but they are not impossible to solve. If we are committed, if we are focused, we can actually find solutions to those challenges na imiksim independence lo imi. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member for Kokoda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mi makim Kokoda na mi ko sanap loya. Na thank you lo statement lo President. Mi sanap loya lo support you. Mi as a businessman mi sanap ya. Mi tromo in business, mi tok daring business stop. No has something come up lo Kokoda. 15 years. Me come back lo press for me Kokoda. Because me now looking man, if you talk to independent readiness, nothing has happened. Time is sanap me talk more people of Kokoda. Time campaign maybe making comment below me. Kokoda will be a role model. Look at the constituency law. Bogan do supposed to be about me. After my inauguration here, me go walk. Me talking more the man will be talk only making fight. Time talk lo giraun, me talk you sanap long up. You mean up by Mr. Tim Perez. Perez you me talk you me BRN and you bakarapim. You meet by Mr. Tim. Misanapim. The point where member you talk. Last week, me talking more. You me look at the Kokoda. You me more than 7,000 voters. Me like in 700,000 by Kamap lawyer. Miss that contribution. Apart lo this la one mia. Time me bin come back lo Solomon Island. Me bin start in cooperative law. Now cooperative law. Now they about 15,000 members all step inside. Me no wait. Time after me talk all the time me work. All the time you look him. Seni si come up. Kokoda suppose you go Kokoda porum mo wanim. By look him seni si come up. For 15 years, all man talk there be no light lo Kokoda. Today by look him light is start Kokoda. How si ko sanap. Me talk him all support one time me all gata you like him independence. By me work. Time you talk no kat PMB by come lo Wednesday. Government day time lo work. All kata rim talk na work. Challenge stop lo email kata constituency member. Only thing how by me playing this mindset bro you me. Suppose you me like independence. How this mindset bro you by me want him. Suppose you me fight for one black goal. By me win him something you can talk. Thank you, Speaker. Me no kapanisan milo talk him. Me like support lo email kata me work. Send him peles. Thank you.
Honorable Member Long Tonolei. Honorable Member Lord Kono, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Long representing all people blow me long kono. By me quoting speech from President, imito kolsem. Let's rise above all divisions. This la iga tubla interpretation when we make him. Number one, Emilsem, let's help the other constituencies who are not independent ready, long come on top. Long makin mo people from long kono, you brought kata sabi long situation long kono. Mini bra constituency, nabani to kosem, kono is a constituency that has teeth. Na long campaign long mi bin to kosem, I used to do mindset development. This is what we've been talking about. People don't know kono tabi uklong sanablong election na we've been campaign. That takes that by me impossible. You need to make them come up. Tiny need change in mindset long man. Na you make him all people only take ownership long own constituencies long all. Maybe stablo ground na maybe sa looking plenty long ibla Lord honorable members in Salong ya samblani no come back. Mino bin sa looking all members lo come down long all people na making awareness good long ibla. I was the person on the ground observing all the parliament sessions too. Now any time long email, it's a challenge. Long email get our members, long go down and we work with the people. We give good awareness. But when we people are special people, all by agree long want him something in me talking more. Only support him, only this independence. Now only me blabbing vote long him. Once only kissing good awareness, all by supporting. All by supporting and we will make it happen. And the main agenda blowing me, we have to work for it. We have to fight for it. Long kono we got people challenge me must talk long ya, Mr. Speaker. All get a schools since I long kono only close. All get a health center since I long kono only close. 8 posts. And my people back in Kono only start digging road earlier. Last week we been go long palace. Only click on reconciliation inside long road, inside long family we start him. And it's going. Because me patriotic long independence. We will fight long him. Now we will still sanab it. Maski buluti kapsait. We will sanab strong long independence it. So you must work one time. Me like by honorable members helping me long straight him na kono na bring him come on top. So that any independence ready to, na imi support him. This is a political work about Bougainville one time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister for Police.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me too, me like contribute to click long debate, long statement, long President. First time me talk, thank you, Mr. President. Long good statement for you. Long this statement for you, me look him, President, him same talk. President, him look sense him talk long him. President, or talk long him, and me base him long. One and something, and me say preach him. Also on this triple pillars, the 6 benchmarks. Me like to also say, you me all members, honorable members, you me sabe, one and something, and triple pillar, I'm talk long him. Now, one is something and more 6 benchmarks and more talk long him. Ta you me sabe long all this something, but me sabe long how me bla walk long go. So the click talk me like walking to all me talk also President, you must support him. All get the line you must support him. On this election, you may look him. This is a vote. And mix him all people from Bougainville. Overwhelming majority votes and being kiss him. Now this is a vote him so you me one him. And me so him all people from Bougainville only how much from president. All people from Bougainville only acknowledge him, work from president, and work him. Now me blah members, especially me blah member me blah be staff long time down here. Me blah keeping look up on this too. Me blah must go now work now. All people all look up and all give me this la pick blah mandate through one time this la pick blah vote only giving long him. Some testimony I made. All looking for this. So let's support our president. I mean, not sense him talk. I mean, not shift him talk long him. And by stop or say triple pillar, 6 benchmarks. Now something I'm talk long. Day one he coming up now. And talk long him yet. You be behind him all this la. By me support him and one time this letter. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member Yoro.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me like put him like words probably to one tap long in support long one statement President Blomipla Honorable Ismail and me put him and me one very important statement and me make him I think time even stop me observe him especially voting long Bougainville and me oklongko na me will look him also Honorable President and me kiss him big plus support long all people especially long constituency plomi to Yoro, M1 plus something me mamas, na me give him this big plus support yet, long this plus leadership, long this plus 5th House of Representative. Me, M1 plus reasons why me stop long here, me come join him this plus 5th House of Representatives so that me can support him, this plus leadership, where Honorable President and me long lead him for these five years to come. Important something, now me look him, one plus big plus task, because long constituency belong me, long Euro, and one plus special constituency where also me all get all members law here, the ministers, you me aware long big plus potential, economic potential, and me stop na big plus something now me look him task that lies ahead stop long me where me must go back. Now me must make sure that people belong Euro constituency belong me only no can dream na stop, because leadership me look him only support him. It's really overwhelming. Now no good only dream na only vote. We have to really give him 100% support along this leadership now, where you may sabi also may critical period now where you may long like call on this 2027 president me talking finish. You must support. Now support no by words only. Actions must big plus something now. So me look him big plus task and step ahead. Long me one time all people blow me now, so that me blah he must tune up. Now me blah must ready. Whatever the process and me clone stop, we have to move. So me no not blame me Musak, but as a leader now, me got big responsibility blow me. Long constituency blow me must go back. Now me must fine tune more people so that they are truly prepared. I think good plus statement, Honorable President Ismail, and me put him. We will be in support 100%, so that MIPLA can achieve him. Want him something, and MIPLA look forward long achieve him. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Me too, me take him this time, na opportunity long making people from me long Nissan, long work him likely contribution, and tap lo talk long president or a statement long him, long triple benchmark or pillars and me put him long front long government long me blah. ABG long walk towards. I think also Molnarapla MPC talk. President mikisim overwhelming support belong people. Nami plawlata. Because long sanablo president long walk about the Bougainville. Talk belong also him talk inanaplo senis. Na mi na senisim lawan plap. Time mi kamin sa to president. I'm still maintaining it. Na now I'm sana ponton. Na come long 5th house. Na mi mamas. Because that's the leadership. Dream man do Bougainville. Me want them people lo Nissan, me support him. Na mi bin campaign long people long Nissan. Long talking all tools him. Me promise retain him current president. So that you may not can shy away from what about the Bougainville. You may put him na rabla leader come. You may buy none of sour. And by God, this law, one kind determination. Or walk and by walking. Or some president me plagat. So thank you. Me take him some time to talk. Thank you long. All people of Bougainville long. Bring back president na leadership long. Na me like take him some time too long. Congratulate him cabinet ministers, no cabinet. Me sawa by you walk him walk. As responsible ministers, especially long, drawing down all powers, the functions where you may not get yet in Bougainville. like long atolls na Nissan constituency blomi, long Nissan. One very important function where MIPLA, government must do come down with some by contribute. Big plan long economy of Bougainville. And fisheries. Fisheries Minister, please take note. We must make sure in this term of government, this la fisheries power, na function, he must come down. Na MIPLA must realize him in the next year or two. MIPLA not can wait. Big plan money sa come to Bougainville. When you're talking about the economy, you may talk about the economy. 2/3 of this budget say come down 800 million. MIPLA sa look out in public service on them. Reminiscent. Do we have the capability? Also, good pa supporting talk blong Vice President, and give MIPLA confidence. Where me talk? MIPLA needing political independence before MIPLA realizing all economic potentials from MIPLA. One of the economic potentials that me like remind him house that we must work towards is fisheries. Fisheries powers. How much millions? 5 million doesn't me pasaksim no Bougainville. And I was happy that the last government, through the leadership of the president, MIPLA Nissan, MIPLA Pilim Disla, which lick money, it been come no fisheries too. Been contribute to MIPLA na kisim one ship, lick vessel where. Now I'm service in MIPLA. Now time lo pislama. Ship staff lo Tasman. Even servicing people from Nissan, the whole of atolls. Even all candidates to be Nisim lo campaign. Because transport is the most crucial thing that we the people of Nissan and atolls, MIPLA by rely heavily so that our potential in economy contribution to Bougainville will be realized. So Ms. Awe, all responsible ministers, MIPLA House, MIPLA work on them, will make sure that we realize the economic potential that Bougainville got. And big concern, we've been talking about, Mr. Speaker. How about MIPLA look out in public service from MIPLA? You got a contribution like minister along infrastructure and utilities, you talk, tax collection. These are some of them. Going forward, Nissan constituency, basically we've been campaign long restoration of government service. Why me talk restoration? Time to restoration even go. But Nissan government service no stop standard where it's supposed to be. The public service is not operating where it's supposed to be. So public service minister, I will consult you on that. If it means MIPLA must put him all work money go, rouse him when I can work money stop. So that, because me believe, if I have a good public service in Nissan, this is where the implementation of government policies, government laws where MIPLA work in the parliament, MIPLA no project manager pa MIPLA godang lo constituency na, building more classroom na, work more style work lab. Time no got good for public service. How about MIPLA implementing more work? That is one of the reasons why I meant to not declare Nissan constituency at that time when we were declaring. Because we don't have already statement where I talk. 60-70% health service in right. Time no got house lo Nissan. Ol mama lo karim lo house cook na peles. We must talk in true statement lo parliament. We must know can Yaman. So me talking people lo Nissan. You vote me go back? Mr. Speaker, me talking about you vote me go back? Me by make sure health service come back. And applicable standard when we must come. Na MIPLA by declaring Monte Monara plau all services where it must have a place, like law and order, health, education. And now by MIPLA declaring before 2027 September, which a timeline where government blue me or president me talk long. One very important thing that me like remind in Parliament, and I want the Minister for Education to take note as well, is the education system which now only put him come down low. I think country. There are 3 schools in Bougainville that you may trial him, Loyola Bougainville, I believe. Nissan is one of them. This la 166 system. Time you may put him this la 166 system, he come down. Why me talk strong la education? Because mi plan Nissan, mi plan ukat narapla resource. Education, fisheries, that we are not realizing it. Education, mi ba talk strong lang because me like him, me plan mas serious lo this la 166 system. I raised it up with the former Minister for Education. I think at that time, Honorable Pataku. I raised it up and I brought a petition to the department where time me consult all people below me. Na me talk him all. Time you me trial him education system lo Nissan. You me no equip him one time resource. Now you can look him lo Nissan. Suppose you go lo Nissan. All beginning school of mess. No got classroom. Classroom in because we have 6 primary schools in Nissan. All get go inside lo Nissan high school. Go in grade 9, 10, you go on top. Now classroom you pull up. Now this la policy and by come down lo Bougainville. And we must be ready to handle this education policy or education system time we come down. Now me play experience in Pinis. Now me play big play heavy long so. One time this la, me ask him minister lo take note na me must put him or consider him lo budget implementation to lo budget to support him on them resource. So that by me plug can adopt him this la system of education 166. One time this la last platuru me like talk where time me plug staff lo induction Mr. Speaker. Me no been looking Department of Police, especially time me talk lo independence. Only mention him all borders blo me pla. Me pla Nissan na feed. Me pla sharing border one time New Island all this la lap. We want a patrol post na all this la kan service na monitoring all borders blo me pla too. It must be captured in our plans moving forward. Plenty smuggling will come up. Now time Lopis Lama, last time gun smuggling come up. I'm giving them no good to Mipla Bougainville. And I is la road Mipla Bougainville. I mean Nissan Mipla Serems la border on them New Island. All both you have no monitoring. Lives lo man meri travel go come lo solwara. Public transport. Emi risk. So I know what I'm speaking today, Mr. Speaker, is a whole of government approach. I'm ready to work with the current government, the cabinet, and my community government at Nissan, and I look forward to working with this Torama Masat government and the cabinet. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister for Public Service. Our Honorable Minister for Fisheries.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me to me, Sanaplo Disla Venun lo contribute lo President's statement regarding how by me walk about lo display them inside the Parliament as leaders of Bougainville. We like see me go back lo the President's inauguration statement where me talk lo triple pillars: independence, ready, economic independence, na good governance. So Subsibin Harem Good, the inauguration statement of the President is actually a government policy direction. Igo no government, administration, yumi political leadership. So yesterday, time me plus sit down one time, me plug BEC members got orientation, the Chief Secretary came and presented on how the government is digesting the government policy direction. Only developing 8+ strategic work streams where, as Minister for Fisheries, Marine Resources, and Climate Change, me play ipunda the economic strategic work stream number 2, which talks about economic independence and productive sector revitalization. This plan and may requiring MIPLA all economic sectors lo work bo one time lo ensuring that MIPLA deliver lo economy lo Bougainville. While this is a work and a responsibility where MIPLA ministers must work lo supporting president, I believe I may also a wake-up call for all of us as constituency members lo identifying inside the individual constituencies below me, what are our potential resources that we must invest or ask the government to invest on so that you may can work one time to grow in this economy where you may got. I stand here to also remind individual constituency members that I believe you are not mandated for nothing. You go campaign, you talk to people below you, lo want something, you nap lo work him lo contribute lo this la walk about lo Bougainville na. We believe once the president has given its government policy direction, may time lo you lo kisim this statement or direction na work one time to support him government na president lo you. As constituency member for atolls, MIPLA by needing support the government in terms of the enabling mechanisms, and that is vessels or ship lo halib MIPLA achieve him or contribute to economy lo yumi lo Bougainville. When me campaign lo atolls been talk lo how MIPLA can contribute, how Nissan atolls can contribute lo economy lo Bougainville. And for us, I believe we will go with investing heavily on our coastal fisheries. The coastal fisheries or activities or programs where we put down on it, 3 nautical miles, where we play by look kind something else in Pislama, seaweed farming, live fish export, all other flower programs when we play by walk long. One time this platoon may acknowledge him a call from the member for Nissan law. This government and as my responsibility also Minister Fisheries law work one time counterpart Minister the national government law to take the cue from the Prime Minister's statement when he came for the inauguration day to work on our fisheries powers and functions to fully draw him down so that MIPLA can tap into that sleeping giant when people can contribute lo revenue Bougainville through lo fisheries. One time this plan, as new members of the Bougainville House of Representatives, me like to consent from experience when I came in 2020, it will take you 2 years to really understand the political dynamics at play in Bougainville. But me just like reminding you also, there are documents that are already in place where it was made by the previous house, the Port House. Example, one of the documents that by Halivimi Law, Independence Ready Preparation Blow you is the Independence Ready framework that was adopted in this house when me like him, each individual constituency member like him, and by Halivimi Law guiding me because it talks about data mobilization, data collection, resource mobilization in order for you to actually achieve him or take up on the benchmarks that the government will use to rate you independence ready. So these are some of the documents that you must have in hand to help you, assist you do your job effectively. One time this plan we like to call them election and finish, and time blame me no work. Also President talk finish, you may not long time to achieve him independence being 1st September 2027 and short time to mass, which requires that MIPLA leadership must work strong in ensuring that MIPLA deliver and support him President law direction belong lo time when we make him this statement today lo display house. Me to me like appeal lo Bougainvillians also mo lara pla colleague Brami bin talk finish 97.7 and we stop finish. And you may not can less, you must work one time leadership by you ensure him that you may support him this agreement to realize him independence of Bougainville. One time this last few remarks. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member for South Nasai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will I contribute to statement from President? And I'm thanking President. Me congratulating President long overwhelming support and kisim people long mandate him for a second term. Thank you, Mr. President. Me recommend on triple pillars policy statements for President. Now, thank you, long leaders, expressing making more couple of points, independence, economic, governance issues. Big plan work, start with soldiers, you mean, constituency blow me too, me play work law, try best to contribute as much as we can, law independence ready, going forward. You got two projects at the moment, you come up, law constituency, which contribute towards law, work about blow me plan. One plan, Aropa Airport redevelopment, come up, that and by supporting stands for MIPLA or future for MIPLA, side of transport sector. So this is a project and people embrace him, or supporting them come up good, despite the little challenges. Another project where come up and exploration projects come up for constituency. I'm involved in South Nasai, I'm involved in Kongaran and Kokoda. That is important for our economy. So I'm come up. So as leaders work talk comment, one black thing, Muslim. You leaders by me must awesome. We play a challenge for preparing more people, mindset and big problem, mindset about people, preparing more people or taking ownership of future, walk about Blomipla. Take him sacrifice. As plenty of leaders work echo him, you leaders take sacrifice. What can we do with